Hey everybody, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, y'all. Let us see what the messages are the spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right, thank you, thank you. Let's see what the messages are for our feminines. All right, we have I'm single, very first card out. All right, person is single, not really looking to get too attached right now, looking to get into a relationship or anything like that, but they feel lost without you and they do fantasize about you all the time. Okay, this person is thinking about you all the time. Showing out, okay? They act like they don't care what it is that you're doing, who you're with, etc., but they definitely care. They care a lot. Okay, they do things to make it seem like they're unbothered, but they're very much so bothered. Okay, you're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have good news to share. You're my person. Okay, so when this person has good news, bad news, any type of news, they want to reach out to you. Okay, this person is going to be contacting you soon. All right, for those of you who are like, well, I thought this person was available, I haven't heard from them. Well, that's because they were trying not to get too attached. They feel themselves falling for you is what it feels like here. Because with my fantasy, you're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for ... inspiration. I want you. This person is a mess. Okay, they are a mess. This person does things again to make it seem like they're not bothered, but they actually are. Okay, very much so. This person wanted to be like, oh, I'm not looking for anything, but when it comes to you, they actually want something. All right, they want something. But this person being in this space of, I guess you can say, 7 of Cups, leaves the energy of distortion and confusion. You don't deserve that. You deserve somebody that is 1000% certain and sure, so they can show up for you in that way. All right, so this person is like, let me go, live your life, do your thing, but then they keep coming back. All right, so when I tell you this person is a piece of work, I mean, child, they are a piece of work. A piece of work. We had a 10 of Cups and a Queen of Cups here. Now, 10 of Cups is like happily ever after. Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very loving. All right, very deep, deep love. Okay, we had a 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is like heartache and pain, betrayal. Okay, could have also been that somebody was, you know, giving their love out, giving it to you, giving it to others. Okay. But it's like, I'm single. I can do what I want to do. I'm not tied down. I'm not married. I can love whoever I want to love on whoever I want to love on. But King of Cups and the Empress, they can't deny the fact that they don't feel for anybody else the way they feel for you. It's different. That's why it says you're my favorite. Okay, out of any and everybody that I talk to, you're my favorite. I'm single. I can do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want nothing serious. But when it comes to you, my feelings are very serious. So again, it's giving 7 of Cups energy. Okay, we have the Star card. Star card being divine favor, guidance, fate. Okay. The Page of Swords. I feel like, yeah, this person is curious about your light. They're curious about your light. They feel like you're very enlightened is another thing that comes to mind. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. A lot of sexual energy here. So it's like this person has gone through a lot of pain, but I feel like they mask it, okay, with like sexual energy or something like that is what it's coming out as. They've gone through a lot of pain, but they mask it with sexual energy. And this is something that you see very clearly, but you like the way that they treat other situations, they won't be able to treat this because it's different. They feel like it's different. You know it's different. Okay, whoever I'm talking to, you're very intuitive. You trust your intuition. But you're not about to attempt to convince a person of something that they can see. The Star card and the Page of Swords. Like I said, they're very curious about your light. They feel like they're drawn to you. Their heart is open for you. And they don't really understand that. Okay? Because they keep their heart guarded, it feels like, when it comes to everybody and everything. Their heart is closed off. But for you, it's open. The Death card, the Rebirth, the 3 of Wands. This person feels like they're changing. And they feel like it's because of you. They're changing, and it's because of you, because they don't want to have you look at them a certain way. You know, like them saying let me go is them saying it because they know how they can be. But the fact that they don't really want you to let them go, that's them again showing out, acting like they don't care, like they're not bothered. Yeah, no. They're definitely feeling bothered. They feel like they need to step it up, or they need to do something different. Yeah, the lovers. Lovers, 5 of Cups, the Emperor. They gotta step it up, and they have to do something different. Something different than they've done before. Something different than they tried with you. Just period. Something different. So this is outside of their comfort zone completely, but they like it. That's where you grow. Okay? We have the King of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yeah, so they're taking action now. Working on healing their heart. Remember, their heart was guarded. It was closed off. And it's because of you that this person is changing. Their heart is opening. Okay? The Page of Cups. Yeah, this is brand spanking new. It's like, I haven't touched my heart, or I haven't touched this or that within myself in however long. Okay? You've helped them tap back into some sort of spark or something within themselves. They could have done this for you. Put yourself whichever side you go, but it really feels like a lot of you did this for this person. Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. Yeah, King of Wands. It's like your energy. Like I said, they're curious about your energy because they feel drawn to you. It brings out the best in them. That's what they feel like. You bring out the best in them. Okay? The High Priestess. High Priestess is our inner knowing. The Ace of Wands. Passion. The Hangman. Feeling caught up on something or stuck on something. A lot of you know why you feel the way you do towards this person, but you also know why you have to distance yourself from them for the time being. Okay? Person's going through a lot of changes and transformation within self. Alright, the Emperor. Yeah, going through a lot of changes and transformation within self. Alright, the Hangman. I feel like they are learning a very valuable spiritual lesson right now. The Hermit, Page of Pentacles. They're challenging themselves to grow. They feel like they've been challenged, but they're challenging themselves. You're just a mirror. That's it. We have the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is very logical, extremely analytical. This person has tried to think of every which way they can make this make sense. Why they feel so deeply connected to you. Why they feel like their heart is yours. You know, even though they were not being emotional or any of that stuff. You know, they were putting that completely on the back burner. But for you and with you, it's all different. It's all different. Okay? So this person is trying to make sense of it. They're trying to make logical sense of it. Okay? Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Your love. Okay, your love did it. You woke them up. Because they realized through this connection that what they desire, what they yearn for in a connection is actually out there. Okay, human beings desire connection. Okay, lo and behold, what they actually want is out there. Okay, that's exciting for them. Yeah, you see, they want this 10 of Cups very much so with their divine counterpart. All right, but again, like I said, showing out with this let me go type energy. Because this is who I am, this is how I am. They're being challenged right now to step outside of their comfort zone. 2 of Swords, leading by faith, not by sight. The Wheel of Fortune. Something is meant to be, it will be. Okay? I feel like whatever interferences there were, whether this is internal or external, those things are being dealt with. 4 of Swords, this is peace. Okay? So Spirit doesn't want for you to stress over this. I feel like 2 of Cups, again, what's meant to be will be. You have soulmate energy here, divine counterpart energy. This person wanting to speak, you know, speak up about what they're feeling. Take action, yeah, swift action on what they're feeling at that. End whatever they need to end with whomever. Because remember, they were single, you know. I'm single, I can do what I want type thing. But you doing what you want, oh, they don't like that, you know. So they want to invest into this in an exclusive way. It's what it feels like. Okay, they have to make something make logical sense. And the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and cooperation. All right, so they have to make something make logical sense. All right, the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a plan. All right, Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal, detachment, Ace of Swords. So any event that you have emotionally withdrawn or detached yourself, this person, again, tried to make it seem like they don't really care. Yes, they do. Okay, fear. Fear takes over their mind at times because they feel like if they were to apologize at this moment in time, it really wouldn't mean much or it wouldn't do much. Okay, and that may not necessarily be the case, but it's certainly how they feel. Okay. Star, Page of Swords. Okay. Oh, okay. We have inner child and no. Yeah. I feel like they were running away from healing whatever this is for a really long time. They were not allowing themselves to be playful or to be happy, to look at the sunny side of situations. They felt like some things was just childish. Now, is that necessarily true? I feel like they are beating themselves up at times about not having started something sooner, like not having started the healing work prior to meeting their twin. But everything happens when it's meant to, as it's meant to. I feel like this person was so caught up on their career that they completely ignored whatever inner work they needed to do on themselves for however long. Again, until your vibration, everything about you, challenge them to raise their vibration. Okay? Yeah, to utilize their free will. To tell themselves yes more instead of, and stop telling themselves no out of fear. Okay? We have community here. I feel like this person feels like they're a part of your soul family. The two of you are part of each other's soul family. That's what that feels like to me right now. Community. Receive. Okay, it's your time to receive. Be open-minded. Deception. Some of you feel like, you know, this person is wearing a mask or they're trying to live a double life or something like that. Could be what it is here. For those of you that withdrew your energy from this person, they could be thinking that about you. Like you're living a double life. You're trying to deceive them. Potential. There is potential there though, but it requires a risk. It requires a risk. It requires surrender. Okay? Detach, trust, free fall, have faith that all will be well. Altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. You're so special. This person feels like you're special to them, but they want you to let them go. See, it's like they show out and they don't get their way. That's that inner child that they never healed. Emperor, Three of Pentacles, Crossroads. Follow your intuition. When this person comes towards you, they've gone through an awakening. They want to show you appreciation. Okay? Rise above the desire to be petty. For those of you who have that desire, because of this person having shown out, made it like they ain't care. Okay? You know, like, oh, now you care like that? Because that's just ego. Yeah. That's ego. Yes, that's what that is. All right, settling. I feel like this person realized that in the event they were to be elsewhere, it would just be them settling. Okay, and that's not something you said. That's something they're saying. Okay, they're saying that. Okay, look like it's up there already. Alright, we have Divine Masculine, Empower, Assertive, Protective, Ascension, King of Swords, okay, Again, discerning, routine, well-mannered, logical. This is somebody that turned their emotions off for a certain amount of time, and then in comes you. Divination, guides, intuition, occult, spiritual insight. Okay, you could be into the occult. Your person, like I said, very curious about you, your light, your spirituality, things like that. Imagination, dreaming, meditation, possibilities, and fantasy. Oh, well, come on out. We have tradition, marriage, religion, education, and politics. This could be what they're wondering. Like, can you fit into their world? That could be what they're thinking about with that community, okay? This person's community could be really important to them, and maybe they want to know if the two mix. Under the influence of your love, DUI, okay? Having naughty thoughts. That goes hand in hand with the fantasizing. Okay, take your time, get all the details before making a decision. You don't have to jump into saying yes if you don't feel that in your heart. You know, you could feel absolutely 1000%, but still need all the information. So make sure you get it. There's nothing wrong with asking questions to make sure that y'all on the same page. Okay. We have courting, dates, shooting the breeze, getting to know each other, and fun. Okay, and we do a lot of that with each other. If you want to rewind, that's fine. Yeah, innocent. There's a very innocent energy between the two of you, meaning the love is true. The two of you are very kind to each other. You're thoughtful of each other's feelings. All right, we have divine feminine, compassionate, liberated, ascension, and nurturing. Yeah, and we have marriage. All right, so there's definitely twin souls here. Okay. Harmony, security, bliss, abundance. I feel like you and this person, again, have a very pure love. But in the event that there's been fear, or there's been blocks, or there's been whatever has gone on between the two of you, it could have just slowed things down or caused doubt or confusion. Then we have sensuality, femininity, art, beauty, and fertility. Okay? So yeah, very interesting. All right, person wants 4 of Wands with you. They may not say it because they're afraid of what you're going to say, or the fact that they're feeling ways that they haven't felt ever, and then they're tapping into emotions they haven't tapped into since childhood and since their youth, and just a whole bunch of stuff. You probably make them feel more youthful is another thing as well. All right, but it feels like really good energy between y'all once everything comes together or falls into place the right way. All right, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and ARIES.